So one of the other big predictors of relationship dissatisfaction is high levels of negativity and high levels of physiological arousal. So when couples' hearts are beating really fast and they're out of breath and they try to keep talking anyway when they're in a heightened state of fight or flight, then what happens is they make things worse. So a lot of what we do is we encourage couples to take a break.
Right.
And usually one part of the couple is really, really wanting a break, and the other member of the couple usually wants to keep talking.
Right.
So then
the chase.
Yeah, exactly. Like one person's knocking on the door and the other person is like, give me a minute. But then when they come back, it's like, okay, that's when you can have a productive conversation and a repair. So a lot of times people are trying to have those conversations at a time where they really don't have access to the frontal cortex. So it's not a productive conversation. So that break helps them to be able to come back and have an effective repair.
You said something that was so important, talking about trying to repair something when you're in the middle of it. And you can't do it. Not only is the other party generally not willing, but your brain is not going to allow you to do so.
Right. Yep. If you're in fight or flight, your body is basically thinking, even if you're not in actual danger, but you're in perceived danger. So your body's ready to fight or play dead. And so that's where the shutdown comes in, is like one partner's playing dead. The other person is, trying to wake the other person up. And this is all normal. It's not evidence there's some huge problem in your relationship. It's just what happens when you try to keep talking, when you should be focusing on having some self-soothing time, taking care of yourself so that you can take care of your partner as well.
Beautifully said. Can we talk about how we can build fundamentally sound relationships? I know I hear that so often, and a lot of women will come in and say, I have all this trauma, I have all this work to do, and I've really stepped away from my relationship in order to try to feed myself. And one of the very first questions I ask is, are we growing together? Are you stepping back to grow?
I love that. What a beautiful question.
Yeah.
Right.
Thank you.
And I imagine that that's really helpful for people because they're maybe stepping away, believing, oh, I need to kind of take care of my trauma so that then I can return to my partner when I'm kind of cured and ready.
Right.
But like, another way to look at that is if you're blessed with a relationship with somebody who respects you, loves you, and wants to be a part of your healing, there's a lot of gratitude right there that you have someone in your life who can be there for you.
Right.
But that's hard because it requires being vulnerable. And it requires being able to ask for help and support when you're having a hard time, instead of feeling like you have to kind of go do it on your own.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. And so that becomes the question of, what are the fundamentals? What should I be looking for to craft a relationship? And I want to say that I believe we're both on the same page, that it doesn't matter how long you've been together. If these pieces are not in place, there's still time and the ability to build these fundamental pieces.
100%. Yeah, I'm glad that you said that. People get very freaked out when they find out, oh no, you're a certified Gottman therapist. You can predict divorce with 90% accuracy. Are you going to tell me my relationship is doomed? And I say, no, like that is only if you don't make a change, right? So you're here asking for help and you can turn things around. And so rebuilding a relationship requires two basic fundamental things. It requires increasing positivity, increasing connection, and of course, decreasing negativity and working through conflict management. A lot of people forget the first part.